Parenting teenagers can feel like walking a tightrope, right? One moment, they're your best friend, the next, they're slamming their bedroom door. But here's a secret: your words hold incredible power. The wrong phrase can shut your teen down, while the right one can open doors to connection and growth. In today's video, I'll share 10 things you should never say to your teenager, and explain the research-backed reasons why. Plus, I'll give you alternative ways to handle those tricky moments, so your communication feels supportive instead of critical. Picture this: your teen gets a C on their math test. You've already been dealing with your younger kid's straight A's, and in a moment of frustration, you blurt out, "Why can't you be more like your brother?" Ouch, right? Here's the thing: comparisons feel like a punch to the gut. Studies show that this can lead to low self-esteem and even resentment toward the sibling you're praising. Instead, acknowledge your teen's efforts. Say something like, "Math is challenging, but I see you're trying. How can we work together to improve?" This keeps the focus on growth and effort, not on competition. Trust me, your teen will thank you in the long run. Let's say your teen skips their homework to play video games for the third day in a row. Your patience is wearing thin, and you snap, "You'll never succeed if you keep this up." What they hear is, "I think you're a failure." That's not what you mean, but it's how it feels to them. Instead, try this: "I've noticed a pattern, and I'm worried it might hurt your progress. Let's come up with a plan to balance work and fun." This shifts the focus from judgment to collaboration, teaching them problem solving instead of leaving them feeling defeated. Every parent has played the "because I said so" card. It's quick, it's easy, and let's be honest, sometimes we're just too tired to explain. But here's the catch: teens are naturally wired to push back against authority. When you say, "because I said so," it feels like a wall they can't climb. Instead, try explaining your reasoning. For example, "The curfew is there because it's unsafe to be out late. Let's talk about a time that works for both of us." This doesn't mean you're a pushover, it means you're teaching your teen why boundaries matter. And bonus, they're more likely to respect them. Imagine this: your teen comes home in tears because their crush ignored them in the hallway. You're thinking, this is just high school drama, it's not the end of the world. But to your teen, it is their world. When you say, "It's not that big of a deal," it feels like you're minimizing their feelings. Instead, say, "That sounds really hard. Do you want to talk about it?" Validating their emotions builds trust and teaches them that it's okay to express how they feel. And who knows, they might even start coming to you more often when life gets tough. Let's say your teen gets upset over a joke you made. You laugh it off, saying, "You're too sensitive." But here's the problem: this phrase makes them feel like their emotions are a flaw. Instead, acknowledge their perspective. Say, "I didn't mean to hurt you. Can you tell me how it made you feel?" This not only mends the moment but also models empathy, a skill they'll carry into their own relationships. This one seems harmless, right? But to a curious teen, it feels dismissive. If they're questioning a rule or decision, they want answers, not a brush off. Instead of shutting them down, try, "I get why this doesn't make sense right now. Let me explain my thinking." You're respecting their intelligence and showing them that their questions matter. Here's the deal: teens do care about your opinion, even if they act like they don't. Saying, "I'm disappointed in you," can hit them harder than you think, making them feel like a failure. Instead, focus on the behavior, not the person. Say, "I'm concerned about the choice you made. How can we make a better decision next time?" This keeps the door open for growth and accountability without damaging their self-esteem. In moments of frustration, it's easy to make comparisons. But saying, "You're acting just like your father, mother," can feel like a double insult. Instead, focus on the specific behavior. "I notice you're frustrated. What's causing it?" This shows your teen that you're interested in the why behind their actions, not just their behavior. Teens are still figuring out life, it's messy, and mistakes will happen. Saying, "You're ruining your life," creates a sense of hopelessness. Instead, offer a lifeline: "I see you're struggling right now, but it's never too late to turn things around." Let's brainstorm some solutions together. This gives them hope and a way forward, even in tough moments. Every parent dreams of the day their teen looks back and says, "Wow, you were right." But when you say, "You'll thank me someday," it can come off as dismissive in the moment. Instead, say, "I know this feels hard, but I'm here to support you every step of the way." It's less about future gratitude and more about showing up for them now. Parenting teenagers isn't easy, but how we communicate can make all the difference. Avoiding these 10 phrases and choosing constructive alternatives helps your teen feel respected, valued, and understood. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with a fellow parent who could use these tips. And let's keep the conversation going in the comments. What's one thing you've learned about communicating with your teen? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Before we go, here's what's coming next on Teen Trailblazers Week. Our next video is all about how to teach responsibility to your teen with proven research-backed methods. We'll explore actionable ways to help your teen build accountability, independence, and confidence. And for next week's Unique Minds Week, we're tackling top 5 most common autism questions parents ask with answers to all of them. From early intervention to building social skills, it's a must-watch for any parent navigating autism. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out. I'll see you next time.